Self-inflicted wounds. Same story as the last couple weeks. We got to figure out how to stop shooting ourselves in the foot when we get those opportunities. Thought the offense moved the ball really well. Had 5 shots in their territory, came away with 4 field goals. You're just not going to win football games.
Robert Saleh, coach of the Jets, after last night's 16-12 loss. When Tony Dungy said that Saleh had told him first 1 to 20 wins, somebody said, well, they're going to play 2 games? Nobody's getting 20 points last night.
I had 12-10 Jets.
The Jets had a shot at getting 20 if they had scored on the Hail Mary and gone for 2 for some reason, which they wouldn't have done. But regardless, they had an opportunity. They've had a couple of games that came down to a Hail Mary. The game against the Patriots where the ball was almost caught. Right? It glanced off of Garrett Wilson's shoulder and was almost caught by Randall Cobb. That one was still kind of close.
Oh, it was. First off, it was some throw here.
Oh, it was great.
To be running left out of bounds and throw the ball 60 yards down the field across your body that way.
Using the umpire as a pick on the way, which is very savvy. But yeah, that's that wasn't crazy, and that we'd have led the show with the Jets miraculously beating the Raiders in the latest edition of the Heidi game, and they're 5-4. And look at that. There's an opportunity there. It's just when those games end with a Hail Mary that fails, it's so abrupt. And I almost wish that they would, let's show 5 angles of it. Let's look for interference. Why do you have to go? I know the game's over and they're waiting for the late local news, but let's see, that's a compelling moment. That is just, game over, see you later. See you next week for Broncos-Vikings. That's not a criticism. Everybody does it that way.
Yeah.
It happened with the Buccaneers-Bills game a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
It's just so abrupt. It's just done, and it's gone. It's like, what just happened?
Well, people only make noise about it when they think there's defensive pass interference, right? That's the other problem, too. Right there, I'd go, well, Garrett Wilson just climbed over the guy on the Raiders' back.
Wasn't quite like Golden Tate in the Hail Mary game. But
But nobody ever complains about that. And everyone goes, well, the offensive player just did that. But the Jets, Robert Saleh said it right. There was some encouraging things on the offense. Zach Wilson's late-game interception was a killer. That really hurt, right? They moved the ball. He threw the ball well, pretty consistently through the night, but they can't score freaking touchdowns, the New York Jets. And then their run game, it's just too few and far between. Zach Wilson leading the team in rushing, which he has a number of times this year, but that was a bad moment right here if you're watching. Driving the ball, look good, certainly have a chance to maybe take some shots in the end zone, and Mrs. Lazard on a little just stick route, and Spillane does a good job of just reading his eyes the whole way. So that was a big moment in the football game. And the Jets defense, we were talking during the break too, they got to be disappointed too. Let Josh Jacobs and that offense run through you guys like that in the second half of the football game. Special teams gave up a big return. So people blame Zach Wilson, but there's other issues there too.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.